Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. How's everybody doing? Just had a nice big snack of fruit salad of some of the fruit that was about to turn on the counter, so I thought I'd eat it up. Feeling super pumped. Gonna be doing a arm workout after I edit and upload this video, so I thought I'd have a few minutes to pop on and say hey and give an update for what I've done today, which is actually a pretty productive day. I'm pretty happy about it. So come on, let's get going. Hi, I'm back again. On a roll this week. Okay, so last video, you unfortunately had to listen to me ramble on and on and on and on and on and on and on about color placements and granny square placements for this bag that I've been working on. And I scrapped the whole idea of having it staggered. It just did not work out. So instead, I did it straight up and down. So for example, using my two where the straps are going to be up here. This is how big my bag's going to be. We have this row, this is all the lime green, going all the way up to here. And you've got the sage green to here, wrap around up to here. Then we have the mint, but because of my counts and the way things worked out, I had to put one limey green here, one sage here to go with the mints on this side. So I thought it was kind of cute, so I'm going with it. I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to deal with it. Got the dark ones on the side where we fold. And yeah, now to start stitching this bad boy together. I'm so pleased it took me so long to switch everything and keep the pattern. But overall, I think the look of this is really spectacular, and I think it's going to go over really well. I also still have to go into my closet and dig out my materials. They are in pretty deep, and by deep I mean like my yarn totes are in the way and I have to slide them out. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm good. Alright, so because I'm so far on this bag and I have still a couple weeks to go, I started on another bag that is going to be needing to be done for the same day. Now, this particular person was telling me her jacket is gray. So, this is supposed to be a tulip. I think I'm gonna pull these up a little bit more on my next one, because this is my tester one. I did make the mistake here. Not supposed to have the chain two I put in there. These are actually supposed to just read to each other, and I have the same problem up here, which is fine. That was my bad. Misread the instructions, and then I looked at the chart after, and I was already like into the next round. I was like, you know what? This is my tester. I may or may not put it in. I probably will. But these are by far much bigger panels. So I'm going to have to use a different schematic of how many I need. I do like the black around it. In the original it was white here, and this was black or gray. And I thought I'd do gray to really make this pale yellow pop out, and the green is a lot nicer. Without those lighting, my ring light and my lamp on at the same time. I don't really see the green, but now I do with the two different lights in front of the camera. And I actually think that this is going to be really fun. So that's my first one. The pattern said it was supposed to be 9" by 9", but I came up with like 6.5" by 6.5", so it is square. Didn't give me any idea of what kind of yarn they were using or hook size, so that probably determines quite a bit of the difference in height size. So, alright, I'm not worried about it. And I got through another 2 rows on this gorgeous piece. And I thought, while we sit here and chat for a few minutes, I'm going to work on a little bit of this as a palette cleanser from working on an actual pattern. Because that's how I'm going to get through this one, is by throwing it in between things. So, like, I'm good on what I did with the daisies for today. I don't want to push my luck. I know it's not going to take a lot of mental effort to start the sewing of it together. I'm going to use I think it's called the Mattress Visible Stitch, one of those ones. I'm not sure, it depends on who you talk to. But I am going to stitch it by, I was thinking about, okay, can I finish one sentence and actually make sense? That'd be great. Okay, so a lot of times people join their granny squares either by stitching them with a needle and thread, or, well, not thread, yarn, or they do like a single crochet, or they do the zigzag. There's a whole bunch of really fun ways to join your granny squares, and I'm fully aware of that, and I know how to Google it and YouTube and all that kind of stuff to find what I need to find. And I am really leaning towards just doing a simple stitch with needle and yarn, and forgetting and not even doing a border around everything. I think it's because of the way the flowers are and the greens are, I think it's going to be really pretty just the way it is. I don't think it's going to need that extra. I think that's going to be a little overkill, especially for the person that I have in mind. The tulip one, I do want everything edged, just because I think I'm going to go with the one that takes 12, maybe 14 squares. It's a bit smaller, it's got a bit of a different shape, so I'm doing 2 totally different types of bags, which is a lot of fun for me, because then I get to try out different ways of putting them together. So that's going to be interesting how that works out. And just one moment, it seems to be that I think my TV just got really loud behind me, and I don't want that. Sorry about the little break. I know, not a break to you, but it was to me. I have this habit of leaving my TV running for company in the background. So, like, I'm alone and everybody's asleep, and I've got YouTube on, and I guess it went into a ghost one, or sorry, urban legends. And the young lady talking about urban legends got a little bit louder than I would like for background for my video, so we'll just turn the TV down. It's still running. I will keep running it all night. I tend to sleep very fitfully, so it is good for me to have something on to focus on when I wake up, because sometimes I get a little panicky, disoriented. But if I hear somebody talking, I can focus on that for a second, and it really focuses me. A lot of times I'll watch very educational stuff, so if the kids wake up because they have the same problem and it seems to calm them down faster, I'll put on things like ancient Egypt history, Romans, Greek mythology, because I'm a big Greek mythology fan, and sometimes urban legends or spooky stuff. I accidentally fall asleep with those on and hope they're not still playing when the kids wake up. It has happened. My middle daughter is just starting to get into her ghost story phase, so she's begging me to let her hear things about like urban legends and stuff, and quite frankly I started getting into that around that age, so as long as she's not having nightmares, I figure, alright, I'll watch it with you, and we can talk about what we're watching and things like that. And she's begging me to let her be on video. She's begging me to let her watch YouTube, regular YouTube on her own, not kids YouTube. And I'm not ready for her to be doing that. It's something I prefer that an adult sits with her. Sorry, the glare's distracting me. Very sorry about the glare. I didn't turn off my bedside lamp because I am sitting in a little tiny corner of my room to do this filming. And it's just a piece of my room, trying to keep it just this one little corner. That way it's not overwhelming for the rest of the family. I've seen some of the luckier, I will say lucky, I'm just a little jelly over here, got their own crafting rooms. That would be so stellar. That's a dream of my daughters and I. We would love to have a room for our crafts. We want one of those big desks with all the storage and all the space for all their stuff. Because we paint, the girls love their Play-Doh. They love to cut out shapes and glue them on and paint pictures and color and diamond art. And when it comes to my yarn, those girls are really, really into it. They're both super excited about what is Mom going to make us for our birthdays this year. And it's kind of, in the last couple of years, I've really taken up the crochet, and now it's becoming almost a given that Mom's going to make you something. We hope, we want Mommy to make us something. So the pressure I feel to just make my daughters so happy makes me happy. Anyways, so that's on my to-do list too, is to start looking at what they're going to do. Well, the eldest one, elder daughter, I have an idea of what I'm going to make for her. And it is the Picasso Granny Squares by Bag O' Day Crochet, because oh my gosh, her and I both just absolutely fell in love. Like, we both think that is just the most gorgeous. And I can't wait to try that. And being that my other one likes the darker realm of colors, I am considering pulling out my red and white mixture ombre yarn. I'm pretty sure it's Red Heart as well. A lot of these things are thrifted, keep that in mind. So sometimes I don't get the name of them, and I try my best to track it down online, but sometimes I have been out of luck a couple times with a couple things. I got a couple things that I have no idea where they came from, but they're gorgeous, and I'm going to use them anyway, so wish me luck. Yeah, so I'm thinking the red white one with maybe black trim, but I mean that seems a little dark, so I might look into grabbing out some brown, not a dark brown, but a brown, because she is into the fall colors. The youngest one, she loves her fall colors. So I got my Rainbow Princess girl, and then I've got my fall colors girl. So there's a big difference in their color palettes, which is, I mean, coming from a crocheting point of view, or at least any craft, any coloring I gotta do, it's going to be fun for me to pick. I could pick the same pattern, but it's not going to look exactly the same because they are so different. Oh, I don't know if anybody caught Bag O' Day's last few tutorials, but oh my gosh, some of the stuff she's coming out with is just gorgeous. There are 3 shawls she just came out with, and I am in love with all 3. So my mother-in-law may be getting a nice winter version of something really soft and warm. Probably for Christmas is what I'm thinking, because I'm already thinking about Christmas stuff. I really would love to do something for the rest of the family, like my in-laws and stuff. I just don't know what colors or what to do. Like, would they actually wear a toque? Would they want a scarf? I could probably get through some of the more simple shawls pretty easily, but I don't know if, like, my sister-in-laws would like a shawl. I have no idea what to do. And I mean, the kids aren't going to want that, so for them I'd probably just do like fingerless gloves. Ooh, sorry, tripod. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm just in the thought process, because I know Christmas is coming up and all that stuff, and I mean, it sneaks up on you. And like, I'm not too bad at making things and getting through it. It's just, sometimes picking what I want to do is the thing. So I still have to make the big wallet piece for the daisy, and figure out how I want to do my straps, because I need them to be strong. It's a bigger bag, which is fine. I wanted it to be a bigger bag, but I want to also be sure that it's not going to be hard on the straps, because you know straps can be really tricky. I was thinking maybe of grabbing one of my beat up ones and taking beat up purses, sorry. Let me finish my thought here so you can be on the same wavelength as me and not try to read my mind. Don't do that, please. You don't want to do that. Anyway, so I'm thinking about grabbing out an old purse and maybe taking the straps off there. But then I'm looking at the colors and I'm going, oof, because a lot of them are brown or white. Well, maybe the white one. I mean, that one's really not in good shape, and I was thinking about how I can... I didn't want to donate it because it's not in a shape that people are going to want to use, but it's not in the worst shape. Does that make sense? Like, I could probably take out the lining and put it in another purse and it'd be fine, but the like fake leather on it is starting to crack and fall apart, but the straps were still good. I might be able to decommission that and take it apart before I think about disposing of it completely. I really struggle with pieces that are falling apart and actually putting them in the landfill. I am not a very big fan of just tossing things. I don't know if it's because my grandmother was born in the 30s or 40s, whatever. Either way, I've been raised in a way that was definitely instilled. Use as much of it as you can. Like, if you are at the end of your toothpaste and you can't get any more toothpaste out, and you've squeezed and you squeezed, grab your scissors, cut it, and just swipe. So, like, it was right to the very end, and that's kind of what I do on most things most of the time. And if I don't, I feel super guilt. And when I don't recycle things that are supposed to be recycled, or something should go in the recycling and it doesn't go in the recycling, it upsets me, and I feel very uncomfortable for the rest of the day because I feel like I have done something wrong. So some of us really took the lesson. Brushing my teeth and leaving the water running, long showers. Sometimes I need a long shower to really help with my back pains. I don't have access to, like, a masseuse. Not that I want to. I'm thinking about grabbing one of those handheld ones, massager, which at the same time brings up a whole thing of awkwardness, because people always assume that it's for bad things or whatever you want to say. But my back really, I really need a little bit of a natural remedy for it, and I used to go to massage even though it made me kind of uncomfortable, and I'm still uncomfortable with the idea of somebody rubbing my back. So maybe grab one of those like lumbar ones that you can stick in your chair and you turn on once in a while and it goes, one of those. I don't want a full massage chair or anything like that. Just something that I can... But then when my hips get really bad, or my upper legs, I probably would want something that is a little more versatile. So it's just an idea that I'm thinking about. Waiting on a Temu order. I will be getting 2 items, and I'm super excited about both. They're so useful. I'm so crazy about useful stuff. I have a lot of knickknacks that I've picked up here and there. Very occasionally I'll find a knickknack that I really like, and then I just also have to tell myself, do I need any more knickknacks, because I'm getting all my mom's stuff. She's slowly but surely handing things over, and some of that has been around my whole life, so I don't really feel comfortable getting rid of them, especially if she's still living with me. Well, thanks for all your raccoons that you've collected over your lifetime. I'm just going to get rid of all of them while you're still here, and you can watch me get rid of the things that mean the most to you. Yeah, I'm not okay with that. I had someone in my family suggest that I just start getting rid of her things, and I'm looking at them, I'm like, getting rid of her things. Do you hear what you're saying here? I am supposed to get rid of something that belongs to somebody else because they live in my house. I have that right? No, I don't. Anyway, in my order, I am getting a wireless microphone for my videos here, so this can go away. I don't like it in my ear. I don't like things inside my ear. My regular headphones that I actually wear for listening to music or my podcasts or just even talking on my phone, it doesn't seem to work for this, but it has a microphone built in, and I'm not sure why it isn't working for this, and I just haven't gotten around to figuring it out. They are over the ear, big ones. Oh, they're on my computer over there. They go over my ears, and they suppress sound from the outside if I need them to. The microphone is super clear. They sound amazing. They are skull candies, and I would rather be wearing those. I think it would look kind of weird though, because not cause, I watch some videos of people playing things like The Sims 4 and other non-gamer games, as they're called. There's a big debate out there in the gaming world about whether or not these more relaxing, less stressful games are gaming games. I actually have a few people that I'm just not talking to right now because they tried to insult me for playing Stardew Valley, which is an absolutely wonderful, sweet little game that I adore to the moon and back. I have it on all my portable devices, and I've got it on my computer, and I will buy it again. I really, really enjoy that game so much. You're a farmer. You have to fix up your grandpa's old farm. You can choose to, get married. I never do. I'm not playing it for that. I'm already married. I don't play games to get married. I'm already there. So, I can go in the mines and dig up treasure and fight creatures, and then I can go fishing. My son loves the fishing. You can go fishing all day long. Just catch fish. And there's no real set way to play the game. Like, you can do things that it asks you to do, but you also don't have to do them. So it's kind of an open-ended game, which is kind of nice. I play Minecraft occasionally with the kids. The two older ones really like playing Minecraft. I love The Sims. I have the first Sims, Sims 3, and Sims 4. And a lot of what I like about it is the fashion. That's fun. But I also love the building. The building is so fun. One of my other favorite games to play right now is House Flipper. You go in, you renovate a house, and you flip it over for profit. Fun. They also have another one where you're the landlord. You go in, you renovate a place, and then you rent a place out. And sometimes you have to kick people out, and sometimes you have to give them trouble for being loud, and sometimes you have to go in and fix their plumbing. It's a cute little game. And it's for times when I feel like gaming, because I have been a very big gamer for a long time, and I just get a little bit upset when I see people saying like, oh, only people who play these zombie games are gamers. I don't like zombies. I find them boring and redundant. I love my scary stuff, but zombies aren't scary. They're just gross. And that doesn't scare me at all. So I'm not interested. I don't like space games. Boring. Not my thing. But if it's one where you are colonizing, say, a planet you've never been to, that's kind of fun. But if you're just going around fighting something that's trying to kill you, or shooting games, I can play them. I just don't love them. I play Borderlands once in a while when I feel like playing something like that. I am getting older, so those rapid fire, quick responses are not my thing. And being that I only sleep occasionally and for little bits at a time, I don't necessarily have the brain capacity to keep up, which is fine. My son, he excels at them right now, but he's 17, so that's pretty. At 17, I played those games really well too. Anyway, totally lost my train of thought thinking about games. I think I need to have a gaming day. Tomorrow's going to be a library day. I gotta stop by the library. The children have read all their books. So it's time for a little library trip. We are hoping to have some cooler weather supposed to be coming in the next couple days, so I can catch up on some laundry. I try to do the minimum of laundry when it's this hot. And I always forget to put it in the dryer when I do it in the evening. So I need a cooler day for a bit. And yeah, getting close to the end of my row here, getting all excited about what's coming up next. And I have a mountain of amigurumis to start, because I think the youngest, for her birthday, is going to be getting a bunch of play food for her little kitchen area. I think that's going to be my best bet, like some carrots and some broccoli and the stuff she likes to eat. So that might be nice. And yeah, so that's coming up too. And of course we have back to school coming up in a couple weeks. I think we're pretty ready for the most part. Her backpack, she's got two pretty good backpacks that could go a little bit longer if we needed to. We've got our drink cups, we've got a couple different lunch boxes. So I'm not in any rush to the store, because unfortunately her birthday is on September 3rd, and that's usually right around Labor Day, and school starts usually the day after Labor Day. So we have a fun, sorry honey, she unfortunately got a really fun birthday like mine. My birthday is December 28th, which, let me tell you, as a kid, there was never parties on my birthday. And even as a grown-up, I stopped wanting to do things on my birthday. People don't really want to go out on my birthday. I mean, it's 3 days after Christmas and 2 days before New Year's. Nobody's in the mood. And it's just kind of, all right then, I guess that's just the way it is. And here coming up, still got a whole nother side to get through. This is getting pretty big, because these were taking me just like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and now I'm finding they're getting longer, which is exciting, because that means, oh dear, I can see right through there. I can see me through there. Oh, I'm gonna miss this yarn. I have enjoyed looking at it on my shelf, and I am glad I'm using it at the same time. And I guess it's pretty close to being time to get my little workout in while everybody's sleeping. Get my video done and have another little nap. Today's been a nappy day. So I'm gonna say thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I should have more to update you with tomorrow. Might do another square of the tulip. I don't know why I want to say daffodil. Daffodils are totally different. Oh, and probably we'll have a bit done on daisies. And definitely going to be hitting the library tomorrow, because tomorrow is a good day for going to the library with the girls. It's one of their favorite trips. The beach is fun. The park is fun. The water park is great. But the library, we bring home books to read every night. And that is something that they absolutely love doing. Whether it's me reading, dad reading, sister reading, does not matter. Or even brother. Stories are the best. The little one loves to come up in the middle of the day and just ask for a random story out of nowhere. And believe me, I have books. I got lots of books already around the house. But it's the adventure of going there and looking at books that we don't have at home, and bringing them back, and taking good care of someone else's property, and making sure we don't rip our books or step on our books. And the library is just lovely. I always loved the library when I was a kid too, so I'm happy that my kids are library kids too. But anyway, Thanks for joining me, and we'll probably see you tomorrow. Possibly. Most likely. I have nothing better to do. Thanks for joining me here.